Hi guys, you may notice I'm in a slightly different kitchen today with the Bosch guys. Some amazing plant-based food. What are we going to make?
We're going to be making a creamy mac and greens, which is actually from our cookbook.
Okay, and you have to check out this cookbook because it is filled with lots of... you see, I have a thing about vegan food because sometimes it feels like it's a little divisive. But I feel like you guys are doing the right thing in the sense that it's just delicious plant-based food that you really want to eat. So tell me a little bit about how it all came about.
So basically we set up our channel about 2.5 years ago now. And in that time, we've had 1 billion views. And because of those views, we had the opportunity to write a cookbook. Okay. And we wanted to fill our cookbook full of plant-based food for everyone. And we think we've done that really well.
So, what are we doing, Ian?
So first things first, Henry, we have a head of broccoli, one regular size.
Okay, and we're going to be roasting this, are we?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Indeed
Nice and easy.
And the next thing we're going to pop in here is one massive red onion.
Okay, does it have to be massive?
Well, it's got to be massive, yeah. That is in
a monster red onion.
Giant onion.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of olive oil.
Lovely.
Right,
so this goes into the oven?
That certainly does. It goes in at 108 degrees Celsius with Fahrenheit 350, isn't it?
350-ish.
There and thereabouts.
Nice.
We're banging that in the oven 20 minutes and we'll be good to go.
Super. So with veggies in the oven, they're roasting off. What's our next step?
Next step, we are making a marinade for our mushrooms, which are basically like bacon lardons. So super easy. That's soy sauce.
Okay.
Yep. This is maple syrup, because I suppose maple smoked bacon. And now we're going to introduce a bit of acidity in the form of apple cider vinegar. And last but not least, we've got olive oil. Simple. Portobello mushrooms.
Right.
You could have used any mushrooms. We went fancy and got the portobello ones from the shop.
Okay, you knew I was coming.
That's it.
That was
exactly.
it. Okay. This is basically going to marinate in this mix.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. And they are all done. So now what we need is a lined baking sheet.
Okay.
And now we're just going to pop all those mushrooms all over the baking sheet, get all that marinade on there as well, and then pop them in the oven for like 15-20 minutes.
Mushrooms in the oven.
Yep.
Broccoli in the oven.
Yeah.
This is the bit I'm most excited about because this is
the
where
exciting bit.
This doesn't feel like mac and cheese to me, but I want you to prove me wrong. So what do we do next?
The first thing is dairy-free butter, which is available now, all good supermarkets.
I've used this stuff. I have a friend who is lactose intolerant and I needed to make her a cake and I have actually baked very successfully with this.
Now with this, it's important that the pan isn't like piping hot, it's warm, but it's not like boiling hot, so that's good.
So you got a book coming out too?
Oh, did we not mention that? Oh, hi! This is Meals and Minutes.
It looks great.
There is a vegan recipe and we're going to make this on your channel. So if you want to check out the recipe we've done with the guys over on their channel, go and click the link. It'll be somewhere on the screen or in the description box.
Link in the description.
I've been doing this for so long and I still don't know where to... Anyway, you guys know what to do. It's in the box below. We'll sort it out.
So now we need to get plain flour, all-purpose flour. This is going to make like a sticky, like doughy, gooey roux. Okay. And then we're going to alter the texture and taste of that with the cashew milk that we were talking about before.
Now, cashew milk versus any other, like, could you use oat milk?
You could use oat milk, soy milk, almond milk, all unsweetened, of course, because you don't want to affect the flavour.
How's my stirring action here, Ian?
Decent, mate.
How you feeling my roux creation?
So, there's got to be a pun there somewhere.
Roux of the day. Something in that.
As you can see, this is going in nice and steady, so it doesn't clump up. And the idea here is that we want nice, smooth, bechamel-esque, and then we can start playing with the flavour.
Okay.
Bechamel-esque.
Like it. So this is looking good. We've whisked the heats come up and it's definitely a lot smoother now.
It's really smooth. I'm happy with this. The bits have gone.
Does it need to be thicker or is this the right consistency?
Well,
funny
you should ask.
It's going to thicken down with a little bit more cooking time. But what we're going to also do is add a little bit more into the pan. Okay. So obviously it will just get a little bit thicker that way as well. The first thing that's going in is magic dust.
Okay.
Oh, we love a bit of magic dust.
It's not actually called magic dust,
we
though.
We call it magic dust, yeah. A bit of magic dust.
Did you coin that phrase?
Yes, we did. And the brand is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Right. Nutritional yeast, magic dust, made by Bosch.
Will this like dissolve in, or is it going to stay that kind of little bit lumpy?
Yeah, it's gonna.
I don't mean that as a negative thing.
I think it's going to dissolve in.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't notice it's there. It will be really, really smooth, but it will take a little while.
And so that's going to give you that cheesy flavour then.
Exactly.
Yeah. And another thing that's going to give it the cheesy flavour
is cheese.
Yeah.
We have dairy-free cheese.
Okay.
Dairy-free cheese, which a couple of years ago, we were talking about this earlier on, was god-awful. Dairy-free cheese now is like remarkably good. This is garlic powder, and this is going to be enhancing the flavour no end, so we'll pop that straight in. And then we have onion granules. Now in America you can get onion powder, in the UK it's not so easy to get.
Okay.
So, but onion something or other.
Yeah, I have that in my store cupboard along with the garlic powder.
Here we've got English mustard, which is obviously really fiery, and it's fantastic for colour with this dish. It lifts the whole like sort of flavour of this sauce. It's amazing.
So black pepper.
Black pepper and a pinch of salt.
Okay.
And then that, my friend, is our sauce done.
Nice.
So this is al dente macaroni. And the
Okay.
reason why it's completely al dente is because there's still a little bit of bake time going on as well.
Okay, so it's
So
gonna
we're
cook
gonna
out
put
in
this
the
in
oven.
here. If you're making this at home, make sure that you like fold it into the sauce rather than stir it aggressively, because you don't want to break the noodles.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's
Good
a nice
tip.
folding.
Foldy,
action.
foldy.
Obviously, don't forget those vegetables that we did earlier.
Yes,
Ah.
I had nearly forgotten about it. I thought we were just making mac and cheese now.
Exactly.
No,
Oh,
we got the
no.
veggies.
So I'll go get them for you now.
Like, so I mean, this is essentially a vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Do you find with your recipes you're always trying to kind of bump up that veggie content? You know, is that
Yeah.
what you're looking for with the veggies?
I think so, unless we're going for something that is out and out junk food like a burger
Right.
or fried chicken. We will try and get some green in there
Okay.
because it is important for us to get that dark green in there.
Yeah.
We need the magnesium,
Yeah.
we need to get those nutrients in.
Okay.
So eating the rainbow is top of our list.
I love it. I
So
love it.
the
And
fold-
look at these.
The
They look
folding looks
beautiful.
good. Okay, so remember,
Yeah.
have a little bite on one of
Okay.
them. See what you reckon. Mushroom lardons, which
Ooh.
is supposed to be representing bacon in this dish.
Do you know
What
what
do you reckon?
makes them? Is the soy sauce.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you get this like sort of that salty umami taste.
That's it.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
So, mate, if you want
Big
to sort
off.
of just scrape those
Scoops
in.
in, I can hold that
Yeah.
for you.
Okay, very good.
Like I say, we're going to bake it so any sort of residual moisture will sort of rise up out of there, and it will just leave a perfect mac and greens. We might as well pop these in as well.
And so
we've
you've got great flavor. Like I think any brassicas,
you.
Yep,
like
sure.
cauliflower or broccoli, when you roast them, it's that caramelization of the sugars, and it just gives you this lovely sort of smoky kind of sweet taste to them.
Exactly.
And with the red onion, you're going to be in a good place. This looks great.
People say that vegan food is always complicated, and this recipe would suggest that that is true.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be.
But actually, when you break it down,
Yeah.
you know, there's
Yeah.
3 core elements, you know, and I
And
think.
we do simple recipes too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just we wanted to show you.
But this
just
is
how
a bit
good
of a
mac and cheese can
showstopper.
be.
Like if you bring
There you
this to
go.
the table and you have a group of friends over, like nobody's going to be questioning whether this is like a traditional mac and cheese. It's just good food.
Exactly. You could absolutely eat this as it is right now, and it would be fine. But we tend to put a cherry on the top of most of our dishes, and the
Okay.
cherry on the top
yeah.
of this dish, once it goes into our lasagna tray, is going to be panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Okay, I will hold this, and then if you pour it in and don't, this is like a 3-man job.
Okay, I was gonna
So
turn off this.
I'm holding this.
Yes. What's my
And then you can sort of like
Spoon.
yeah, take
You do the
spoon,
spooning.
I've been doing nothing so far, so
Yeah.
this is great.
spoon that in.
I'll be
there
doing a lot
nicely.
more work in the video on your
I
channel.
look forward to it. I can't wait.
Very good.
This looks great, guys.
Oh, look at that.
Fantastic. And I'm taken by that the creaminess of that.
This is the panko breadcrumbs
Yep.
we were talking about before.
Yep.
This is going to give it that crispiness. It's going to give it that bite, and also the colour on this is going to be amazing.
Okay.
That golden colour.
So how long will this go into the oven then for?
Now we can pop that into the oven for about what, 10-15 minutes?
10 or 15 minutes.
Chaps, I hope you're hungry.
Yes.
So hungry.
Look
Look
at
at
this. Ah, straight out of the
Wow.
oven. Mac and cheese. Mac and greens. Even
Yes.
better. Okay, do we get to dig in now?
Definitely.
absolutely.
This
Oh, you
is-
got your own spoon.
I just came prepared.
You came prepared, yeah.
Just so FYI, this is my breakfast for today, so I'm
Excellent
very
plan.
excited.
A healthy English breakfast.
Oh my god.
Mac and greens.
Not your usual style. Oh my
No.
god, look at that steaming up. I love the fact that you get the
Literally
veggies in there.
Bang out in the oven, that.
I've got to grab my own plate.
Yeah,
I'm going to pass these down to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
Serve it.
Thank
I'll play
you.
mum. This is the moment where we get to dive. You've already started.
Little nibble. Just a teeny tiny little nibble.
Okay, let's dive in and
Right,
try
come
some.
on.
This looks so good.
It looks incredible. Steamy, creamy.
Wow. That is just, that's like next level mac and cheese. Because it's kind of, you know, normally when I make mac and cheese, the only thing I flavor it up with is a little bit of Dijon mustard, maybe a little bit of white pepper, but like, this is just so good. Like, and the fact that you've got the caramelization of the onions, you've got that sort of salty umami hit from the mushrooms, and then this lovely velvety creamy sauce around it. Like, I am converted. I will definitely try making this recipe at home. So good. Guys, if you want to try this and you want to make it at home, can we get the recipe? Can we put it on our website? Okay, so it will be on our website. You will leave you a link in the description box below. But of course, you will go and buy one of these gorgeous Bosch cookbooks. This is already out. This has sold loads and loads of copies.
It's a #1 bestseller.
There you go, #1 bestseller, and they have another cookbook coming out as well. So we'll leave links to both of those if you want to check them out. You can pre-order it right now. Guys, thank you so much for joining us and tuning in to this beautiful vegan mac and greens. And if you want to check out the guys' channel, make sure you head over and subscribe. Until then, we will see you soon. More delicious recipes. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm just trying trying to avoid, because you're quite close to that light, so you're like...
Oh yeah. Do I look amazing though?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really...
That's a
not
good
up here,
sign,
yeah.
right? So-
Yeah.